field. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. So that comes a first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Only a couple for him there on the game.
Of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
Now a toss left side into the hand
route. Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion.
Check X3, 218, chopper.
A first carry now for Thompson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's taking
to themselves. This part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field can get...
It's second and inches at the 18-yard line.
Bravo! Hurry, hurry! Get it!
On second and very short, Smith. And he's not able to get away.
Seeing that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on third. And they've got it inside.
Use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They run him here with Thompson.
Or stick something to him between the second and the third level.
He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's able to work. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now? Now Smith on third and goal. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And the stop will come inside the 5.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over it.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of... To throw, Fitzpatrick. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they're going to get this.
Happen.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this play will be blown up. Now Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 10. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. Gets around him. A pickup of about 3 yards.
In the first half, maybe not so much in the second half. And some of these shorter games.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. The 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no return.
Offense, try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly.
They run again on first down. Peterson. And taking it across midfield. And
it's on arrogance now. And that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They will get 4 yards. From the 40 now on second down. Smith. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's got another.
Out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, just pick up.
On second down, it's Thompson. And he'll get about.
Play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have the first down before he's
been large, and he's been barreling through and picking up first.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by a Darius Geis touchdown run. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is good.
If there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit.
A visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now throwing on third. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down.
Went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this
chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their
10. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It netted very much yardage if you pump the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, they'll look for it.
On 2nd and 10, Smith completes it to Davis. Now he's going to get done. On first down, it's Smith. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. As the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost, thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he knocks the ball away, and it's for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And there's
like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. He sets into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's checking.
Ready?
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
From the 50, it's Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Peterson a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson, 33 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Mike, 50. Mike. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They go play action here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front block.
Touchdown, Miami.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
53, Mike 53. It's just me and you. You're not. Back. Hatchet.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here come the Redskins now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
He
it
would have
is?
kissed it on the ground.
Ready, break. Blue draw, Porker. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Peterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
To throw is Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards that time, and a Washington 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Smith now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Smith, and his throw is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
53. Check 53. Check pass. Check pass.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Single receiver.
Balaj. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time. That'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Left. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, When I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Here's Fitzpatrick. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. First
down, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for two. Fitzpatrick again, forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Peterson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
60 or.
Now Peterson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Here's Peterson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They run. Peterson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.